Well, hey there. Well, today what I'm doing is I'm transplanting pawpaws into cells. And some of you are probably looking and thinking, why is he cutting that taproot? Well, the taproot is there. I'm cutting just enough off that taproot to get it down inside the pot. These are little root training cells. I do about right. And I want to get all these in individual cells and get them started. And well, they already are started, but get them into the individual cells, and then once they get to going really well, they'll probably be in these at least a year. Next year, about this time, I will take them out of the cells and plant them in something different. But for now, putting them in this right here, I have water in this tub, and I've got a good taproot to it. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to get them confined and give them their own space, because if I leave them in these pots, they'll be tangled up pretty bad when I go to take them out, and I could cause to do more damage. This way, I've got control of what's going on. A little bit of lateral root. And what I've been doing is you can see these are 8.5 inches deep, and that root's about as deep as that. But what will happen is the root will come out down here and air prune, and it will cause these lateral roots to bolster a little bit. Not to mention, I'm going to help them out a little bit with a little bit of rooting hormone. I'm going to dip the tip that I had cut off and just shove it down in there. Now, as it's going down in there, the rooting hormone powder is actually scraping around inside that pot. So it's putting rooting hormone throughout the pot on its own. It's like a dust. That's all it is. Well, they say, oh, don't fool with the taproot. You know, taproot ain't hurting doing it that way. Ain't hurting that pawpaw any. And these are being, as I drop them in here, they're being watered from the bottom. The root is there, it's getting water. And when I'm done, I'll water them in from the top with a mist. And let's see here, find another candidate. Some good looking little trees. And let's go ahead and get that one set up. The reason why these top laterals I'm cutting back is because when I shove that in the pot, it pushes them top laterals, and I want them to be about the diameter of the pot. It won't hurt them. They'll be all right. It's a dry mixed dirt, and the dirt itself has some good amenities in it. It just takes a little bit of time, but it's not too awful bad. So I'm holding on to that where I want it, and I'm shaking the dirt down around the root. Some people would say, well, why wouldn't you just go ahead and start your seed inside a pot like that? Well, not all seeds germinate. For one, got a little bitty one right here that has come up. Let's see what we can do with it. See how little that is? That just germinated. And I'm going to put that in one of these. tap that root with rooting hormone. That was a late comer, comparatively speaking. That come out a little late. Looks like I got another one in there, a little bit bigger than that one. That's okay. Get this one here done and probably take a break. I've been at this for a minute. Just checking to make sure that the depth was right. Just barely hold on to that. It's at the same level that it was in the bigger pot. Anyways, I need to run up to the house real quick. But this was just something that I wanted to share with you guys that I'm doing today. All of those, incidentally, were in this pot right here. And there was a bunch of them. And the cell tray itself will hold 98 seedlings. As far as what I have in here, I don't have the 98 seedlings, but I had found some seedlings that came up along the driveway that I'm going to pop up and bring them up here and add them to this. And anyways, it's just something that I wanted to share you. Welcome to Pawpaw Chronicles. Hopefully I'm sharing something that could be helpful to you. My name's Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. Don't forget to click on that bell for notifications. Any comments or questions that you have, I welcome. Y'all have a God bless day.